bitterness stimulates the tongue while the richness warms the throat. Exquisite. Life is about stimulation, and not going through all the highs and lows it can offer leaves one sour. A foolish question. My caffeinated blood is always prepared for battle. Let's turn the tables, Your Honor. Tell us, are you ready to roast this bean? Wake up and smell the rich aroma of a thief admitting his crimes. This'll be quick. We have other cases, right? Godot. A legendary prosecutor. Well, all prosecutors start off undefeated. Every cup of excellence begins its life as a mere bean. So we finally meet. It's a pleasure, Mr. Trite. It is my fate to do battle with you in this court. It's why I've returned. I came from the ghastly depths of hell to beat you. A brew that's darker than a moonless night sky, hotter and more acidic than the devil's bathwater. Justice pairs well with a fine cup of joe. Wonderful. So you admit that you're the phantom thief who stole the Karayan urn, then? You're telling us the truth? Aptly noticed, Mr. Slight. But isn't this the brooch you're talking about? I found it hidden at the storeroom in the shadow of a gold statue. You're quick on the uptake, Gramps. I raise my mug to you. Pretty clever, Mr. Blight. Color me impressed. Fascinating. But do you have concrete proof that the kid even entered the CEO's office? Sure. In fact, I have them here. These are the card logs for the CEO's office. There is a record for 1 a.m. the night the crime was committed, and I'm guessing it was Delight's card. I'm meticulous with my groundwork, with both research and coffee. Quote, if you don't want your secret identity revealed, end quote. I wonder what all this could be about. I must agree with you. Delight was in the CEO's office at KB Security when the crime took place. The prosecutor's office will admit that this fact should be on the record. Would you mind using some of that illumination to lighten the dark roast in my cup? Godot blend, number 102. Have a sample on the house. The detective is really an ace thief? It's a fairy tale filled with sweetener to be sure, but reality is far more bitter. It would make sense if there were any truth to it, Mr. Smite. The urn's guardian is its thief. That's quite the narrative. But you'd better show all of us the proof of your claim. Otherwise, I suggest you throw out the pot and try another grind. As I thought. The brew has gone stale, but you're trying to force it down anyway. I have to commend you. The lengths you've gone to save your husband are truly inspiring. It'd be the easiest thing in the world for you to bring the urn to us. From the home you share with Ron. The scalding truth is, this town is filled to the brim with lies. We don't need any more getting through the filter. Don't forget to tip your barista. Fingerprints? Really? Isn't it possible you could have touched the urn sometime before it was stolen? That's the Godot blend number 107. Suddenly it seems way too bitter for my taste. He's still in the lobby laughing like a madman. I wish I could laugh like that, to be honest. It's a little too early to celebrate. I just came to give my thanks for your assistance. Early this morning, the body of KB Security CEO Kane Bullard was discovered. He had been murdered, and the estimated time of death is 1 a.m. on September 12th. We worked well together and proved a few things in court today, on the record. Like the fact that on September 12th at 1 a.m., one Mr. Ron Delight was in the office of KB Security CEO, the scene of the murder. After getting that blackmail letter, he must have been imbrued with utter rage. It may have been his alibi, but it implicated him in a more serious crime. We'll have to detain you for a little while longer, on a different charge this time. You're going down for murder. We're in for another showdown. I'm buzzing with excitement. I always limit myself to no more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. But that first one is something special. Gives me the right amount of stimulation. I did some digging, trying to find out exactly why you were terminated from KB Security last year. It was because of your wife, wasn't it? Is that so? In order to satisfy her thirst for spending, you stole confidential company data you thought you could sell. The CEO found out and poured you down the drain. Of course, the truth would leave a bitter taste in the missus' mouth. Quitting on principle sounds much sweeter. Personally, I'd call it saccharine. Mr. Bullard then brewed up a plan to spill the beans about you. Blackmail. You decided he needed to get burned. Definitely a robust motive, if you ask me. Moving on. What did you do after receiving this letter? We need to know. As far as stories go, I'm finding the kid's testimony a bit unpalatable. He walked in and was knocked out cold. Bit hard for me to swallow. But the fact of the matter is, the security guard never arrived to the scene. Oh, yeah? You do realize the Phantom Thief is currently on trial. Just one courtroom over, in fact. You're alleging this photo was staged somehow? But there's not a drop of proof. Care to share a motive for that? It arrived there the day before the crimes. Wait, hold the phone. I'm still good to the last nutty drop of the 17th. So you allege Detective Atney brewed this whole thing up? That just won't fly, mi amigo. The question isn't where he was several days before the crime, but at the time it was being committed. You got a claim, but no proof. And kid, that's worse than decaf.